everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a hotshot rookie looking to see what he can do against perhaps the greatest of all time. It's Deshaun Watson matching up with Tom Brady.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is Miller, and this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Watson, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. James Harrison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go! Ohio!
Here's Watson. Completion left side to Miller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still, I think Coach Bill O'Brien might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going. Could
also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
Now the rookie from Clemson, this is Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A first down carry now for Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got two.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Covington coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Here's Brady to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On second down. Here's Miller. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back to throw, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Again, it's Lewis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, it's Watson. Forced it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Staying on the ground with Mack. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
First down, Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now will carry from Mack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll put it in the hands of Edelman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right near the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Here's Mack on the toss. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll throw with Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start with.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's Brady. He's going to fire one deep open. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Shotgun now for Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go play action here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 16 yards on the play. After the penalty, it's Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Pulling on first down is Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Brady. Now he'll let it go deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's Watson now on second down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Kobe Hamilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he shifts past him. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 23. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A pickup of 11 at a Texans 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Fresh set of downs here. To the air yet again, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. That
goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady now on first down. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run with Mack. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On play action, it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's got some space here. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Matt, and he stopped immediately there. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Brady going to look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, 52 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying.
Say goodbye to Braxton Miller. 20, 10. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now Mack, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Brady rolling to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a play fake. Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over, 1st and 10. Watson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Brady going to throw here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks.
And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's
Oh,